Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for February the 19th, 2024. I'm Mom and I'm joined by Taz and Ed, and we're talking about buying Cryptic, or what was Cryptic. Good morning, Sav. Good morning, 47 Alpha Tango. Good morning, Mr. Dave. Sav says this video needs more Sav. Well, Sav, you have to be around.
Everybody needs more Sav.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good morning, 47 and Mr. Dave. And what the heck are you guys doing up at this hour of the morning? Unless you get today off. It is a holiday for banks and the post office and most federal things today. We work for the feds at occasion, but it's not a holiday here. Yeah, for us this is not a holiday. Other than the bosses are out of town, so we're enjoying ourselves a little bit more. Yes, Sav. Well, that means, Sav, that you're not going to be able to invest in our new corporate venture of buying Cryptic. Or whatever they are. What are they now? I know Dika runs them, but are they still Gearbox?
Deca is still under
Embracer. Right?
Embracer.
Right. But does Dika or Deca runs the game, but do they own? Who owns the game right now?
Developers are Cryptic. They are under Deca's umbrella.
Okay.
Gearbox is Gearbox is in the transition period of handing it over.
Okay, so I have to figure out what we're going to do. But for the moment, the only thing I have to do is raise the money. Hey, Sav, stick your money into this, and if we buy it, that you technically will be running it. Think of it that way. Talk about a game. Paramount will always be the overlords right up until Paramount goes out of business, which is looking closer and closer to happening. Holy moly. I mean, studios have failed before. This will not be new.
We don't want Warner Brothers Discovery getting the Star Trek IP.
They're not in that much better position either, well.
No, they're not, but they're doing whatever they can to, go, oh, look, we're an entirely new organization, so nothing the past organization did can affect us.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. Does not work that way. Hard to buy assets without taking on the debt, too. But hey, at least it's not Disney.
Yep.
47, don't be ill, get better. Or be ill, call out today, take a day and get healthy. With the new changes in the COVID policy from the CDC, which is basically, if you're sick and can work from home, work from home. If you're sick and can't work from home, please, we recommend you wear a mask. And then now, if your company recommends something else, you can follow that. But basically, that's it. And that's even if you've got a confirmed case. They would prefer you don't pass it around. But that their recommendation is now, stay home if you can. So we have taken that policy into, if you're sick, period, and can work from home, work from home.
Switching characters count as a lockout?
I believe it does. Because it's when you log back into that account that would count.
Yeah.
You know what? Do you want to run it and find out? I think if my tunes are okay for doing that. Let me see here. You're talking Pavo, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's run Pavo, because this would be the time. I can always run it twice. I will log off at the end and then log back in and see if it counts. How's that?
Yeah, we can either run it normally or just AFK it and do it.
I can always AFK it from work. Why don't we run it normally and then at least... Anybody else in on this?
Yeah.
Let me switch
I sent you an invitation, Tess.
Yeah, I was looking at your screen, so I had to pull my head.
Hey, 47, is that a new tune? I don't remember that name.
I'll do it on my new KDF recruit, so I have it.
Okay, then we have to go private, so hang on a second. Taz, I'm going to kick you and re-invite you to a private.
I'm on midnight.
Okay.
Oh. There you go.
Taz, I sent you a new invitation.
Do you eat at McDonald's over at your place?
I do not eat at McDonald's. Last time I was in McDonald's was when I was in the Netherlands. And my sister was having a hypoglycemic attack, and she's like, I need to eat right now. Because my sister's really pleasant when her blood sugar drops. So we went to a McDonald's in the Netherlands, and I had an actually really decent salad there. I was quite surprised. And that would be 2012.
Yeah.
Or 2011. Might have been 2011.
Have you seen Super Size Me?
Oh, that, yeah. From
that movie's a bit
dated?
not dated. Pardon the pun. Weighted. It's not anywhere.
It's a bit hyperbolic. Yeah, it's the one from Michael Moore's Sav. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hyperbolic.
No, not the Michael Moore one. It's a guy that goes to McDonald's, eats McDonald's for 30 days and nothing else.
Yeah, that's
the entire premise is that he eats every meal at McDonald's, and every time they ask if he wants to upsize it, he has to.
Yeah.
But every professional out there has said, yeah, that doesn't actually happen unless that is your goal. So what he's trying to push is just to make money.
Okay, Super Size Me is not the Michael Moore. It's a 2004 American documentary. For 1 month, he eats McDonald's, but yeah, that's basically the premise. Let's see.
So, reason why I'm asking and stuff is that I thought the rules in Norway didn't allow for poison in the food.
Say that again?
I thought that the Norwegian rules didn't allow for poison in the food. But McDonald's is bypassing that shit faster than they can count it.
Wow.
And we got severe liver damage from eating McDonald's.
I'm not surprised that eating that much high protein, high fat, high salt cannot possibly be good for you, and it is very salty.
Yeah, but there are no normal people who are eating every meal at McDonald's every day for a month.
Well, you could eat every meal every day from McDonald's for a month if you choose very wisely.
Oh yeah, and it could be very easily done where, it's no worse than like a cafeteria.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie is like you said, hyperbolic and over sensationalizing of the effects.
The Super Size Me is not the
No,
Michael Moore one. It's the other one.
Yeah.
Just done it, and I got seriously damaged from doing it.
Yeah.
While I was saying I'm lying.
Yeah, Taz Sav's right. Your mic is muffled.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take into effect individual metabolisms and biology.
Clearly, it's not something I would be doing if it was me. Does anybody else want in on a parallel over Pavo? We're running a private queue for it.
Like, what's his name? Adam Richman and his Men versus Food thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
He was eating so much and binging and everything for this show that his doctors went, yeah, you know how we tell professional football players if you get one more concussion, you'll never play again? You eat one more 30 pounds of, anything, and yeah, you're gone.
Yeah.
So he just cut everything out.
Yep. Yeah. There's no way. That show was actually revolting.
Which one? Man versus Food?
Yeah. And I like the cooking part and all that, but when he went to eat that huge amount of food, it's just ugh. No.
Yeah. I'm a big guy. I like to eat, but no, competitive eating, I just can't do.
No.
I'm a skinny
We have a team of 4 here, which is good enough.
Like, there's the Kodiak Challenge up in Alaska.
Okay.
It's like a meter of reindeer sausage and all these like fried potato bits. And it looks amazing. Can I have a single portion of that? You know, like a single plate of each one of those little things, but only a single portion of it?
Yeah,
Is my mic
that's fine.
better now, or is it just as bad as it was?
Your mic is clear now. You're just very quiet.
Did that help?
Oh yes, that helped.
So
Now you're
it's a
clear and
direct-
louder.
Is this
It's a
elite?
directional mic.
You can't do it on Elite during an event.
Oh wait, right, this is normal. Okay. I looked at the 3 bars and I'm like, uh-oh.
No. It's whatever you had your settings at for the 3 bars. For the event, it's always normal.
Okay.
There's only 4 of us, but I don't really care. Oh, by the way, Sav points out that JB had 1.2 million DPS in ISE last night.
I'll go Gamma.
Okay. I'll go Alpha. How appropriate. I'll go Alpha with Alpha.
Alpha.
No, but in the meantime, I'll activate these. So I was the only... I was doing this last night. I was the only tactical in the party. So I went to do all the satellites. And no, that's okay. All the engineers and science people got there first. Hey, true, we just don't care. Check a pink slip.
Yes,
that's a good name.
I'm going to start naming all my ships things to insult Deca and Embracer.
Well, if you
And pray
drive
that I don't get. Yeah.
if you drive down the valley, it'll be easier, or hopefully easier for us to acquire. Excuse me one second. Wow. Let's see. There's a place here. This is from Sav. Holy Chuck's Burgers, and they have Go Chuck Yourself Challenge. 6 patties with bacon, cheese between each, grilled cheese sandwiches for buns, chili fries, and a shake. Finish in 6 minutes or less, and you get your picture on the wall, a T-shirt, and your meal is free.
We have multiple enemy signals on sensors. Get ready.
So there used to be a place. I don't think it's still open because of COVID, but it's called the Heart Attack Grill.
Oh, they're
in
still around.
Vegas.
They are
Right?
totally... Well, they were around last time we were there, which
Yeah,
was...
if you're
August.
over 300 pounds, you eat for free.
50,000.
I would go there and eat a single serving, and leave.
Honestly, there's a place across the street from it where we tend to go, which was much tastier.
But yeah. But they're like, if you're over 300 pounds, you eat for free, and if you want more, they'll keep giving it to you.
Ow.
I would go there and get a meal, and I would leave after the first one. Just so I could say, I went, I had the meal, it was alright.
They also have some crazy burger that's grossly oversized. Oh, I have a sore throat. I should stay home today.
But didn't that heart attack grill guy used to be a nutritionist and something like that? And he was like, okay, I'm done trying to help people because people are fuckheads. And then he started heart attack grill and
What is that?
advertised how bad it was and made the most successful restaurant in Las Vegas. Didn't he?
I have no idea. I could be true.
What's up?
The guy who decided to try and help other people with food choices, and then people are idiots. What is that, the Darwin effect? People are going to... Is there a reason I'm even here at 47? I'll just stay here and look pretty. Every time I turn around, things are just debris. 47 says, I had a run yesterday where I was the only tack in a group of Psi. The immediate one after was the inverse, all tack except for one rando engineering. It's fun sometimes. Just as a reminder, there's no show tonight. And I will take Mondays and Wednesdays off until I get everything moved into the house. Then I'll figure it out. Sav says, last couple runs I did, the lag was so bad it was like a slideshow. Yeah. Lag has been just awful in Peril at night in the late afternoons, but I've been doing it in the mornings, and it's been pretty good. Well, Mr. Dave, I'm either going to class on Mondays or Wednesdays, and I'm using the other day to pack up stuff. Unless people want to come out and help me pack. If you want to come out and help me pack up all my stuff, cool. It didn't help, though, that it was 14 degrees all weekend. The dogs declined to go outside, and I couldn't work in the garage because it was 14 degrees. But they're fun, Sav. We're not giving up our toys just for some stinking lag. So, again, we take over, well, we'll just call it cryptic for the sake of argument here. People have already started to send me lists of what they'd like to do and what departments they would like to be involved in.
I give you a few ideas.
I know you've given me a few ideas. Mr. Dave, it's always best to look for a job when you've got a job. Except I realized the other day I don't really need to go job hunting. I may not be happy, but it's good enough for the moment.
Okay, seeing a wave of 6 Thai cobalt torpedoes, swapping targets 3 times and then go super saiyan on the last target, that was hilarious.
Mr. Day said, I want to be Stowe community manager. Sav wants to be the the story designer, write new stories for us. Invest in it, and we'll give everybody the ability to have some influence on the game. I can't guarantee what yet. Oops. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Jesus. Take a pig slip, oh my god.
I'll stop touching stuff. I'm going to take a beta. I'm an engineer. You don't want me setting up satellites, folks. I'll get this back one since we're down to 28 seconds. And I'm not too worried about the generators dying. Augie for CM. That might be an interesting choice.
He'd be so angry. We need someone with really thick skin for community manager.
there needs to be a measure of diplomacy involved, and it may not be his forte. Honesty, absolutely his forte. think we have to find a better role for him that really features his level of expertise, knowledge, things like that.
Kill Bill though.
Maybe we create a position. Ship counselor. Not ship's counselor, but ship counselor. Oh, this is what's going wrong there. It's Q&A time with Augie. How's that? Weekly Pimp My Starship show?
That would be awesome.
Oh, we used to do Pimp My Starship when DT was around more. And Frost. Wish my boss was around though so I could get her legal advice on what we need to be doing. But hey, she's a lawyer. The lawyer kind who would be like, hey, this isn't my field of expertise. I'll give you general guidelines. You need to talk to somebody who does this. I can put you in touch with people, but I can't recommend anybody. I love her. She plays the lawyer game perfectly. Get 'em, boys. Hello, Fifis. So I only have $250 million. If I raise that much.
It would have been an unprecedented situation though, if you bought it like...
Can you speak up a little bit, Taz? I can just barely hear you.
Oh.
I'm going to turn down the game sound, and after I get out of here, I'll turn down the game sound. Sav says,
don't
fix
do
the
that.
Taylor.
I can fix the microphone thingy, I just need a moment.
Okay. Yeah. Always fun to do in the middle of a battle.
And by fix the Taylor, you mean uncap it. Open it
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah. Let every piece be merged.
Let's be honest, we can't accomplish everything for everybody, but I'd like to see all the old things that have been broken forever get fixed. Mandatory driver's licenses, Sav? How's that?
Full alien Taylor Gin for liberated Borg.
Get rid of zone chat. Sav. That's brilliant. A unified color palette for costumes. I love that too. There are times I have to explain that I accidentally washed my pants separately from my shirt, so they went to different colors. So they don't quite look right.
Zone chat. Nowhere else in the galaxy will you find a more
Wretched hive of villainy and...
Yep.
It's fun to light some shack on fire.
There's two places I don't go in this game. One is zone chat, the other is the forums.
Yep.
There's so much fun to be had in some
Okay.
Changing characters.
I'm going to do one thing slightly different, so I'm going to
Well done.
check the marks package,
Ready our defenses here. They come back.
and I'm going to log out.
Keeping Pavo safe is important.
I didn't do that, so fingers crossed.
Okay, we'll see which one works. The black should look black on clothing, not muddy, warm gray, or blue coolish gray. This is true. I need to wait 5 minutes, so I'm going to log into my other account here. I'll give it 5 minutes to make sure it just doesn't go back to default.
So, am I just hanging in here alone, or
Yep.
can I leave?
You can
or-
leave. This was an experiment. Take your marks and feel free to leave.
Okay.
I'm back on Yuri.
Welcome.
And I'm back in Complicados. So I completely went out of the account and into a different account. So 5 minutes will be 5 minutes from now. We'll see what happens.
I should really build one of the new ships.
Hey, Sav, we'll do black 3.0 for black. Has anybody else seen black 3.0 in real life? I saw black 2.0, which was bizarre, but 3.0 is supposed to be even more black.
And 4.0 is now out too.
Really?
Yep.
It's so black that it seems like a black hole.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't reflect any light. It's just weird. I mean, you can see it's
Yeah.
black because there's something else there to see it against.
Wasn't there like a car manufacturer who did it and immediately illegalized afterward because you couldn't see the fucking car?
No, because it's flat. The cars love to be shiny. But you could, let's see, Vanta Black.
Yeah, that's the thing. They got the shiny bit out of it, and the car was like a black hole, and they're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that would be bad. Vanta Black was the first one, but because of the way it functioned, there was an issue with heat. So it wasn't good as a paint, and also really expensive. But Black 1.0 to 3.0 are affordable. You can actually, most people can afford them. As artist colors. What have I got here? Terran ships restore shields and Vodware on the ground. Oh, only 60 Vodware on the ground. Woohoo! Easy peasy. Yeah, I just want all the color palettes to be the same. If it means we have to restructure the color palette a little bit, fine. So I played so much Omega yesterday, I actually wore out my elbows. It sounds stupid, but it's the way it goes. Can we take a really quick break while I go get some more coffee?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No dry dock slots and no active ships. This is fine. We're back.
And I find on the floor an empty bottle of wine. Tells you about my weekend. Actually, it tells you about, well, yeah, this was this weekend. I drank wine. Hi, children.
What?
I'm going to turn down the game audio. It's a little loud.
Is squatter rights that powerful? You can
Uh,
just move in someplace that seems empty and it's yours?
Maybe. The thing with squatters' rights is it varies by state. So in some states, if you move in, it can be very difficult to move somebody out. I've actually heard of people who go to closing on a house, let's say 4 o'clock on Friday, and they don't go to take possession of the house until 9 a.m. on Saturday. Somebody has moved into the house in the interim, and it has taken them months to get the people out.
Wow.
So I close on my house 4 o'clock on next Friday. I'm trying to get somebody out to rekey the house that day and go over there and start moving my stuff in. If your stuff is in there and you have possession and you have new keys and all that stuff, it's harder for them to claim squatters' rights because it's more a breaking and entering thing. But if you're not there and you're not paying attention,
Yeah.
in a house that's...
I think,
Go ahead.
I think there was a house in like Miami
Mm-hmm.
that
Yes.
the guy bought,
Yes.
fully paid for. He was a jet setter who was always gone, never moved in. And he recently passed away, and now the house is up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a a new construction 1970s house, and it's never been lived in.
Yeah, squatters?
No.
Oh, really?
He
Never.
he moved a few boxes in, but like the original washing machine, dishwashing machine stuff is still in there.
Jeez. Well, getting back to a story like that, there was a guy in somewhere in Arizona, lived in a exclusive resort area, but when he moved in, there was no HOA. And after he'd been there, they developed an HOA, and they decided that you could only paint your houses in these certain colors, which he didn't like. And he decided, okay, I'll paint them in the colors. He painted them in all of the colors. So it's this garish eyesore, and he painted everything. As you know, in Arizona, you don't always have lawns. So he painted the rocks. He painted the wall. He painted the gate. Painted the entire house. Horrible garish, the colors that individually are fine, together look awful. And not only did he do this, but he drove down the value of all the houses in the complex because of that.
Awesome.
Yes, that's how you do it. Okay, let me log out here. I'm going to go back in.
If I moved into a place that had an HOA, it wouldn't exist.
Well, I've moved to a place with an HOA, and they have some rules. There's 5 that I found that affect me, which is you can't cut down trees without permission. You have to pick a house color from the accepted palette. In looking at all the houses in the neighborhood, there's nothing in there that I wouldn't object to. I think there's 2 other rules. I can't remember them. But they're along that same line. There's not... A lot of the HOAs here are really teeny tiny. They basically just pay to get the streets plowed. All right. Let's see. Boy, I can't even think this morning. Let's get out of here.
It's Q to get back to Earth space dock.
Okay. And I'm going to re-log in on the same tune I was in. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm logging in on the same tune. Somehow wound up on New Romulus. And I got it. Okay, it does work.
Okay.
So I tagged what I wanted for marks. But it gave me whatever it gave me. It gave me gamma marks. I'd asked for temporals. So I still tagged that, logged out from that map without leaving the map. And then it was still counted. It just gave me random marks, but it did give me credit for the day. Yep. Alpha says, our HOA has a rule about not having a flagpole. We kind of skirt that by having a telescoping flagpole. 47, I want to say someplace that maybe it's flagpoles, but they ran into a conflict with a federal law about the ability to display the flag, that you have that ability.
Yep. And they'll try to continue to ticket you. You just mail them in, and yeah. You use every one of the fines they send you as proof in court. The HOA will be gone in a week.
The flag should always be displayed on a vertical flagpole according to flag etiquette. But I don't see anything. It may be a state-by-state rule then for the flagpoles, but still I find that interesting. So check in your state, 47.
I'm going to head to Nimbus to do my arthropods.
So under Nevada law, you cannot be restricted from displaying your flag in a manner that is consistent with 4 USC Chapter 1. And it defines what is a flag, but does that explicitly give you the right to have a flagpole?
Well, if you are to display the flag, it needs to be on a proper pole.
Correct.
So, in accordance to proper flag etiquette and laws, you can't just staple your flag to your house. So them saying, well, you can't put up a flagpole, it goes, no, you can't restrict me from doing that.
It's really, really interesting. Apparently, you definitely can get away with that with the telescoping flagpole. There's no state law regarding the height of a flagpole.
You can also get away with the proper illumination of said flag for the times when you have it flying after dusk.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets kind of vague as to the flag. They can't stop you from displaying it. Whether or not they can limit you on a flagpole is a whole different thing.
Yeah, but logic would be, as the flagpole is a integral apparatus for the displacement of the flag. What's what I'm looking for? Ipso facto, the flagpole can't be regulated other than its height and placement.
Yeah. So definitely, if you really want to do it, you might be able to get let's see, flagpole standards in Clark County. I don't know if you're in Clark County.
Like it must be on a proper cement base, not on the edge of the property.
Okay, that gets really interesting. I don't have an absolute answer.
You'd also probably be limited to the types of flags you can fly. So
Yes.
like we couldn't fly the United Federation pennant or stuff like that, but United States flag, state flag. A flag of your particular flavor of Invisible Sky Daddy.
You pretty much can get away with flying the federal flag and your state flag.
Yep.
Possibly military flags. That one seems to be kind of, yeah, maybe.
A religious flag of some sort, you could probably get away with as well.
No, actually you can't. Depends. That gets into the some places yes, some places no. But it seems to be an absolute everybody can or nobody can.
Yeah.
Which is, again, fine. Let's jump back here to Mr. Dave going, website conversation at 4 a.m, flagpoles.
Where did those come from?
And Sav says, a friend of mine's neighborhood has seen a 67% rise in crime theft in the last year. They had a home invader who they heard trying to break in the door. The moment he got to the stairway, he was staring down the barrel of a sawed-off shotgun. Naturally, thanks to the Liberal Party's weak on crime policies, he was out on bail within hours and tried to rob another house. This was the 5th time in 48 hours. Yep. No surprise there.
So why don't they just shoot them?
In some places, honestly, it's an easier answer.
Someone broke into my place, there would be death rolling around the door.
It's not, while it's an easy answer, it's not always the answer that's going to be the easiest for you when it flies back in your face. It depends on where you live. You can get away with it in a lot of states. In some states, you can't.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
If you break into someone's house in Norway and they are home and they unalive you, that's on you, not them.
Sav can't hear you,
People
Taz.
don't break in at places in Norway.
So, in some parts of the country, you can legally shoot a home invader, and you don't have to call the police.
Really?
Yeah. If you shoot and kill a home invader, and you can document that the shoot was good, all you are required to do is properly bury the body.
Oh my God.
Is my audio
because in
better now?
proper,
Yes,
Yeah,
it is,
in prop-
Taz.
yeah, improper disposal of a body is still a crime.
I'm not wet anymore, so I can put the headset on without stomping it.
Yeah, no, it's Monday, so I'm going to have audio here today. Okay, my favorite story which I've actually heard, is the 911 operator who gets a phone call from somebody who says, there was a guy trying to break into my house. Do you know where he is now? Yes, I'm sitting on him. And you can hear the guy underneath going, I can't breathe. And the operator's like, you need to get off of him, sir. No, then he'll run away again. Sir, you really need to no, just get the police here. I'm going to sit on him till he shows up, till the police show up. And you can hear the guy underneath going, I need to breathe. Nope. I have guns, which I should not have because I am not legal to have them. They are somebody else's. They are here. That person will never be allowed to own a gun. I am trying to figure out what to do with these things because I don't want them.
Take them to the sheriff's department and hand them over.
Yeah.
I understand that, but they're still not mine.
I understand, but there should
All the
be a
sheriff
no
can
questions turn in place.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't want this other person coming back and going, those were family heirlooms.
That's not
Then why have they
your
left them
concern.
at your place?
Because he's in prison.
And he shouldn't tell them.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, no, but yeah, no. Just go, take them to a tournament event. You might even get some Walmart gift cards out of it.
Chris needs to get into pew-pews here, so let's get some
No,
Chris.
there was a buyback program here in Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for every gun you turned in, you got like $200 in HEB gift cards.
Nice.
Here's the thing. They never said they had to be functional guns,
Wow.
right? So people were 3D printing guns that didn't have a fire pin or anything in it, but could have if you installed one. And they got like 2 years worth of groceries
Wow.
for like 80 pounds of filament.
So apparently I can't whisper at you, but there's your answer.
Yeah, the only guns they weren't taking as trade-ins were clearly toy guns and like paintball weapons. But if it could actually fire a real piece of ammunition, they were taking it and giving you $200 worth of HEB gift cards.
Well, I will look for an event here and go turn them in, because sure as heck I don't want them around. Okay, Chris is part of a team. Taz is part of a team. Yuri's part of a team. Let's see, would love to do either Guillotine or 359.
359?
359, everybody good with 359?
Yep.
Wee woo?
Wee woo.
Yeah, so here we've had our fun discussion, flagpoles, gun disposal, etc., etc., etc. We have a mutual acquaintance who can legally own guns, and I'm going to ask if he wants to come and get them, because I don't want to have them around. I can't sell them to him, can't do anything, just... Why? Just like I can't own guns here in the state yet because I don't have a FOID card or any of that stuff, but my husband left me his hunting rifles. So the solution was we just gave those to my brother-in-law in the state where they live, who can legally own guns. And then it's a family heirloom that he can keep until such time as my son ever wants them.
I'll take the top.
Okay, I can take the back. Chris, which side do you want? Got left, right, and front, left. Correct. Remaining. That word. Chris is taking the front. Taz, do you want left or right?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well,
I'll
let's see.
go for the empty spot.
Let's see where this other guy doesn't go. Unless he's one of these
Numa.
people who likes to just run around in circles. We got the 72 pods the other day,
Nice.
courtesy of, everybody taking a side and sticking to it.
We will destroy you. Task Group Alpha, engage the Borg. Groups Beta and Gamma,
But it's only for marks, right?
Melbourne here.
Only for marks?
Yeah. You're doing the objectives.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I actually prep work for when it becomes a real thing. When
I'm
it's not just
touching-
normal.
I'm touching 100k of every mark now, so
Seriously?
a bit.
Why don't you turn them in for dilithium?
I have like 3.6 million dilithium.
Well, we
and
got some
I'm-
projects we could ask for a little help on.
and I'm not managing to refine it fast enough. So I'm kinda totally locked down.
Well, that's the joy of having so many tunes. I have everybody do some. So I'm able to refine enough every day. I can't
Yeah.
generate enough anymore, and I did not do anything this weekend. Sob, have I gotten any of the new ships? No. As stated earlier, I have been preoccupied with trying to work.
Jesus, I forgot to look at the.
Task Group Beta, move in. Remember the Enterprise.
Kind of sad. This
Eden.
this and the Fleet Museum segment may be the only time we get Picard in game.
No, isn't he in one episode? Is it Measure of Morality? When the Enterprise comes in?
It's only Riker and Deanna Troy that
No.
is sitting there talking. You
No.
can go over to the room where they're sitting in and you can hear the dialogues from the show.
No, that's a different one. Measure of Morality, that's One Night in Bozeman.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I thought isn't there one where all the ships come in to help you in the final sequence? Yeah, where all the ships show up at the end. The one with 7 of 9, that's Measure of Morality.
Yeah. If I heard correctly, originally it wasn't going to be Seven who was going to be our companion.
Who's it going to be?
It was going to be Patrick Stewart.
No, that would have been amazing.
But
He didn't want to show up. did he?
scheduling fell out.
Yeah, he actually he does a lot of game stuff, so.
Does he?
Yeah,
there
he
was
does.
there was an interview where
Oh, he did?
interview with
That's
him where he says he loves video games.
Yeah.
He loves the medium, but he has a very addictive personality, and he knows if he picks one up and starts playing, he's never going to put it down.
Well, I can totally get that.
So he said in the interview that he asks fans not to give him video games because he's got a stack of them that he's never touched.
I believe that.
That's a really smart way of saying you don't want to play games.
Well, they are addictive, as we all know, because, I mean, what the heck? It's 6 in the morning or 4 in the morning and we're all here.
1 in the afternoon, so perfectly normal time for me.
Chris says Denise Crosby is returning to Stowe. Well, at the upcoming DNI Con, I get to get a picture with her.
Thanks.
Yeah, they had a contest for Gaze in Space, and I won it, and that was the prize. Oops, nobody's picking up these over here. I'm going to run over and get this one real quick. Is this our, oh, this is a side that's not being done.
It's
Yeah,
the
this one's
Numa
it.
guy, he's not
Okay.
bothering doing anything.
Okay. So
He's just standing there shooting at the thingy.
Well, not everybody is quite as anal as I am about getting the objectives, gosh darn it. She's coming back as Sayla, isn't she? Or is she coming back? She's not coming back as Tasha. We've only had Tasha in one episode, right?
Yeah, she let it slip that it's something to involve with the Borg.
Ooh.
I wonder when Tasha Yar is gonna come back.
Well, we've got her dead in one episode, and we've got her in the...
Yeah, but at the end of the episode, you get this prison view where they go and show her.
Well, we've got the one where we see that she's buried. What is that one? That's Survivor.
Yep.
It's not a bad episode. And Chris isn't giving us
Tasha
any
Yar
more
was the one who survived at the end of it.
Yeah.
Since they show her at the undisclosed location. I'm thinking like, okay, that's Yar.
So now with Picard season 3, we don't have to reconcile the whole Data situation with him showing up there to talk to Sela.
Why don't we? I need that. I need him in the game. I think that would be a hoot.
Yeah, because prior to Picard, there was, we were like, okay, it's Captain Data from the Countdown comics, right?
Okay.
But after season 1, we're like, if we move towards the new timeline, that couldn't be him.
Oh, we can retcon anything to make it work if we want it to.
But now with Picard season 3, we could easily say that is Flesh Golem Data.
Okay. Got it down to 32 for a moment. I haven't seen it go lower.
Or whatever Daystrom android number he was.
Excuse me.
What I don't understand is how Noonien Song managed to lay like generations ahead of the entire Federation AI research crew. He's like
I'm
just
sorry, I
one
can't
guy,
hear you over the
and
game.
he hated working together with others. So how?
Magic. Plot
Okay.
magic. It's right up there with plot armor. Okay, we were talking about this yesterday on average marks for doing this. Parallel for Pavo is giving out about 130 marks. That gave out 170. Probably because of the optionals. Sung had a brilliant wife.
Yeah, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but she shows up and she's like, Data, I'm...
Oh, yeah,
mother.
yeah. Juliana Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, 47. I would
I
not
can't
have remembered that
remember
one.
what episode is that. I can't.
I can see the episode, but let's see.
Which, with Data's memories, they could have easily gotten the schematics and everything from her android body, which would have helped with the construction of the flesh golems.
They've got her full biography and not telling me which episode it is. Inheritance.
Yeah, because her systems were even more advanced than Data's.
All right, it is magic time. I need to go
What did
take
you
the
call the
Hellspawn
episode?
out. The episode was Inheritance.
Yeah, but season and episode.
Season 6, I don't know which episode. It just gave me the title.
Okay.
Actually, if you Google... yeah,
It's the next generation, right?
Yeah, it is Next Gen. Season 7, Episode 10. Thank you, Sav. I thought it was Season 6.
Season 7, episode
10.
10,
Yep.
Inheritance. Yeah.
Courtesy of Sav. Thank you, Sav. All right, folks, I must
I
go.
watch that now.
I have to go take out the Hellspawn. I will talk to you all tomorrow morning. I'm not on. I'll be in game tonight, but not doing a live stream tonight. So I will see you all then. Take care, everybody, and have a totally moopsome morning. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, Mom.